Hey guys, welcome back. Miss B. Hanley here again, and today we are talking about focused note-taking strategies. When you're in class, it's so important to take a record of your learning, of the information you're being given and trying to apply in a specific situation. Note-taking can help you retain the information better and make you more successful in any academic or learning setting. Walter Pock is an education professor from Cornell University. He created a system of note-taking called Cornell Notes. In this system, it creates a multi-step note-taking process that allows students to take notes, process, apply, and review those notes so that their learning is more effective. I stated in an earlier video that in this class, you're going to be able to take notes in whatever format is best for you. I'm going to go over those different formats, and then I'm going to talk about how we're going to use those formats and what you take notes on in class. So let's start with the Cornell note structure. It's the basic, most common structure of focused note-taking. In the Cornell note structure, you separate the page into three areas. The main area being the notes section, the left side being the cues or key questions section, and then the bottom section being the summary section. What a student will do is separate their page into these three sections, take notes in the right-hand side, which is known as the main note-taking section. Soon after receiving the information and taking the notes, they will review those notes, ask key questions, write down main ideas, events, or people that may need to be studied, or vocabulary words that may need to be looked up. Well, after class, after students have processed those notes, summary section is there to provide the student with a brief summary of the main ideas and concepts of the notes that were taken. The summary section is mainly used as a resource for students to look back on to quickly find references and notes from previous sections. The second kind of format that we're going to be looking at are 2 and 3 column notes. 2 and 3 column notes can be especially helpful if the information being given is highly structured, as well as the student response to that information. A 2 column note can look at 2 separate ideas, main ideas and details, pros and cons, and a 3 column note structure can provide an additional level of processing and student response. For those of you that are a little bit more on the artistic side, you can use a sketch notes, mind maps, or one-pager form of note-taking. This is a graphic form of note-taking in which information is represented with a combination of pictures, shapes, symbols, and text. This type of note-taking is especially helpful for those of you who like to just doodle in the margins, or for some of you who are highly creative, who grasp concepts in a more abstract way. Just to go over the last few types of note-taking formats that you can look at in class, you can utilize graphic organizers like diagrams, webs, or flowcharts. You can even think about using charts or tables in your notes in order to create a more individualized feel to your notes. The last way that I will accept notes in this class is annotation. In another video, I talk about how and why to annotate. If you're given a piece of reading in a print format, and instead of taking a separate page of notes, you want to write directly on the text, that is also a form of note-taking. You can write key words, thoughts in the margins, circle, underline, or highlight important characters, ideas, or information within the text, as well as reflect your own response on a blank side or in the bottom of the page. Once you have taken the notes, you've created your notes however you have decided for them to look, we're going to take them in class and we're going to process them. This is essentially thinking about what you have learned or what you have written down in your notes. You might revise certain things, take out or add specific details for you to understand better. You may highlight important ideas, ask questions in the questions section or in the margins of your text. You may want to evaluate for more important information and stuff that you might need to know later. Then you're going to start connecting your thinking. This is where you start to think about the notes themselves and connecting them either to a previous set of notes that you've taken, a new article or text that you've applied, or essentially the concept that you're looking at. How can you connect what you've learned from your notes here and start applying them to other forms of this information that we've learned? Then you're going to summarize and reflect on those notes. What is the whole point of these notes, taking these notes on their own? Is it just to take notes so that I can get a grade in Miss Hanley's class? Or is it to learn about a specific topic and how can I summarize that in an easy way for me to understand or for somebody else to understand? Then finally, you're going to apply your learning. What this means is that you're going to take the notes that you've written, that you've revised, that you've reviewed, and you've connected, and you are going to apply that information to either a project, an oral or written essay, a group presentation, or a test. And those are the things that I want you guys to be thinking about when it comes to focused note taking. Focused note taking is a really, really important part of the learning process. It can help you retain the information better, and it can help you apply that information in a more systematic way. When you start thinking about your own learning, you internalize it, and it becomes easy for you to master skills or to learn from your mistakes. And that's what learning is all about. Thanks for watching. I will see you in class. Have a great day. Bye.